I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Gerald Giraffe.
Mummy Pig is measuring Peppa.
There, Peppa. That's how tall you are.
I'm taller than I was before.
That's because you're growing up, Peppa.
Now George's turn. There, George. That's how tall you are.
I am taller than George. Oh.
Don't worry, George. As you get older, you'll get taller.
Yes, but I will always be taller than you, George, because I will always be older.
It is time for playgroup.
Children, today a new friend is joining our playgroup. Say hello to Gerald.
Hello, Gerald. Hello. Wow, you're really tall, so you must be really old.
No, Gerald is the same age as you.
Why is he so tall then? I'm tall because I'm a giraffe. I'm taller. No, you're not. Yes, I am. You measure to the top of the ears. Oh, do ears count?
Gerald Giraffe is the tallest.
Oh, I wish I was as tall as Gerald. And me. And me. And me. And me.
It is playtime.
Let's play hide and seek. OK. 1, 2...
While Peppa counts to 10,
4,
everyone must
5,
find a hiding
6,
place.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Found you, Gerald. Oh, you didn't find me. Or me. Or me. Or me. Or me. I always get found because I'm so tall. Oh. It's not much fun being tall. I have to bend down to talk to everyone. I have to bend down to talk to George. Hello, George. What's it like being little? Let's play ball. Yay! Maybe I'll play later.
Gerald Giraffe doesn't want to play because he is sad.
To you, Danny. To you, Pedro. Catch, Peppa. Oh!
The ball is stuck in the tree.
I can't reach it. Let me have a go. No, it's too high. What can we do? Chop the tree down. No! I can get it with my trunk. No, I can't. If Emily can't reach it with her trunk, then we'll never get our ball back. What can we do? Chop the tree down. No! If only there was somebody tall enough to reach our ball. Gerald! What? You can reach the ball because you're tall. I can try. Hooray!
Gerald Giraffe has rescued the ball.
Oh, I can see something else. There's an animal stuck in the tree. Is it a cat? No, I'm here.
It is Tiddles the tortoise.
Tiddles! Tiddles!
Here is Dr. Hamster, the vet.
Oh, you naughty tortoise. Who do I have to thank for rescuing my Tiddles?
Gerald!
Thank you, Gerald. My goodness, you are a tall lad.
I'm a giraffe.
Oh.
But you're taller than Gerald, Dr. Hamster.
Yes, that's because I'm a hamster.
Are hamsters always taller than giraffes? I will be taller than Dr. Hamster when I'm older.
Yes.
Grown-up giraffes tend to be taller than grown-up hamsters.
Hello.
Hello! Mummy and Daddy Giraffe have come to collect Gerald from playgroup.
Wow, you're as tall as the sky.
That's because we're giraffes.
And my mummy and daddy are very, very old. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Scooters.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing on their scooters.
Vroom, vroom. Oh.
George is still learning how to scooter. He is a bit worried.
George, come on. What's the matter, George? Shall I teach you how to scooter? OK, you hold on to the handlebars like this with both hands. Now stand on the scooter. Oh. No, George. Stand on the scooter with one foot. Good. Now push off with the other foot, like this. George, you're doing it!
George has learned to scooter.
Peppa! George!
That's enough scootering for now. It's time to go to playgroup.
Oh, we've only just started scootering. Can we ride our scooters to playgroup, Daddy?
Good idea. We could do with the exercise.
Hooray! Ready, steady, go!
Wait for me. See you later, Mummy Pig.
See you later!
Peppa and George are riding their scooters to playgroup.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Not so fast.
Come on, Daddy!
Daddy can't keep up. Wait for me.
Peppa and George have arrived at playgroup.
Bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, now I'm going to have to walk back home. What I need are some wheels. Hang on, I've got wheels. Whee! Ha ha! This is fun!
Daddy Pig likes scootering.
Brum, brum. Whee!
Daddy Pig, you're riding Peppa's scooter.
Yes, scootering is such fun. You should try it sometime.
Peppa and George are painting pictures at playgroup.
Madam Gazelle, we came to school on our scooters today.
Very good, Peppa and George. Let's all paint pictures of how we came to school today.
I came on my bicycle.
Very good.
I walked here.
So nice to get the fresh air in your lungs.
My granddad brought me in his truck. Broom, broom, broom.
Lovely.
It is time for Mummy and Daddy Pig to pick up the children from playgroup.
Have you got the car keys, Daddy Pig?
I don't think we should take the car, Mummy Pig.
But it's a long way to walk to playgroup.
We don't have to walk. I made that mistake this morning. We can scooter. Race you! Whee!
What? Are you sure? OK. Whee!
Mummy and Daddy Pig are scootering to playgroup to pick up Peppa and George.
Yippee!
That was great.
I told you we wouldn't have to walk.
Mummy! Daddy! You brought our scooters! Hooray! Whee!
Yes. That seems to leave us without scooters for the journey home.
Daddy Pig, you said we wouldn't have to walk.
We won't have to walk, but we will have to run. Race you!
Hey, wait for me.
Whee! This is fun!
Peppa! George!
Oh, wait for Mummy and Daddy.
Peppa and George love scootering. Everybody loves scootering.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. London!
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting London for the day.
Children, this is London.
Wow, it's so busy.
There's so much to see, I just can't decide where to go first.
My friend the Queen lives in London. Maybe she can help.
This is the palace where the Queen lives.
Hello?
Please can I speak to the Queen?
I am the Queen. Who are you?
It's Miss Rabbit. You said if I was ever in London, I should drop in to see you.
Ah, Miss Rabbit. Come in, come in. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Queen. We're visiting London for the day.
We were hoping you could tell us the best places to see.
I can do better than that. After all, London is my city. I'll give you a guided tour myself.
Hooray!
The best way to see London is on a double-decker bus.
Ooh.
Mr. Driver, please may we borrow your bus?
Borrow my bus? You must be joking.
No, I am your queen.
In that case, Your Majesty, take it.
If the Queen asks you to do something, you must do it.
Everyone up to the top deck. The bus has stairs in it.
The double-decker bus has seats at the top.
I'm the queen and I will be your tour guide today. First stop, Big Ben. This tall clock tower is called Big Ben.
Actually, Big Ben is the bell, not the tower.
You know a lot for a little elephant.
I'm a clever clogs.
Oh.
That was loud.
That is the sound of Big Ben telling us the time. It rang 3 times, so it is 3 o'clock.
If it rang 6 times, would that make it 6 o'clock?
Yes, it would.
And if it rang 100 times?
Then it would be broken. On with the tour. Next stop, Tower Bridge. We need to cross the bridge to continue the tour. Stop! You can't cross!
Look, there's a big ship. It's going to bang into the bridge. The bridge is lifting up. Wow!
Tower Bridge lifts to let tall ships sail through.
Good. Now the ship has passed, we can be on our way. Please lower the bridge.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but there's another ship coming.
This is really too much. We can't wait around all day. Hold tight, everyone.
The bus is balancing on the bridge.
Now what do we do?
Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. Everybody move to the front of the bus.
Okay. Hooray!
The Queen is good at driving buses.
Are you enjoying your tour, children?
Yes! Open-top buses are the best. Why aren't all buses open like this one?
It is raining.
Ah, yes. That's why all buses aren't open like this one.
Children, open your umbrellas.
It is very important to take an umbrella when you visit London.
Next stop, Trafalgar Square. Oh dear, what a shame. Trafalgar Square is full of puddles.
But we love puddles. Come on, have a splash, Your Majesty.
It does look rather fun, and one is wearing one's boots. Whee!
The Queen loves jumping in London puddles. Everybody loves jumping in London puddles.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. School project.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, who can tell me what this is?
It's a castle.
That's right, Danny. And for your school project, I want you to go home and make a castle.
Wow!
You can make your castles from any old bits and bobs you find at home. Cardboard, plastic bottles, egg boxes.
Can we use glitter?
Please, not too much glitter. It gets everywhere.
Can I make the castle big?
Make it as big as you like. The only limit is your imagination.
It is breakfast time at Peppa's house.
Mummy, Daddy, I've got some very good news.
What's that, Peppa?
I am doing a new school project.
School project?
Oh, what is it, Peppa?
I need to make a castle.
OK. Why don't you use this empty cereal box? Stick these yoghurt pots on the sides. And what have you got?
A box with pots on it. No, Daddy, it has to be good.
Peppa, what exactly did Madame Gazelle tell you to do?
She told us to use our imagination. And a fantastic castle is what I am imagining. And my castle has to be big enough for me to live in.
I see.
Right.
It is breakfast at Suzy Sheep's house.
Madame Gazelle told you to make a real fairy palace?
Yes, with all the little fiddly bits.
Hello? Sorry, but I can't come into work today. It's a school project. Yes. Thanks, but I should be able to manage.
This is what my castle looks like, but much, much bigger.
If it needs to be big, we should use concrete.
No, Daddy Pig. We just need to find a big enough cardboard box.
Have we got a big box?
No.
Delivery for Daddy Pig.
I don't remember ordering anything this large. It's just a new light bulb. Why do they use so much packaging for these things?
Shall I take the box away for you?
Oh, yes, thank you.
No, Daddy, we need that box. Look what I've got.
Great! That's your castle almost done.
Hooray!
It's not almost done. We have to stick things on, paint it, add the glitter.
Glitter? Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Peppa, please?
Peppa, it's Suzy Sheep.
Hello, Suzy. How's your school project going? I'm doing very well. More pointy, Mummy, and it needs to be taller. How is your castle going? It's quite hard work, but my Mummy and Daddy are helping a little tiny bit.
What do you think of this tower, Peppa?
Very good, but it still looks a bit cardboardy.
Maybe I can paint it.
I need to get on with my work now, Suzy. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Peppa.
What do you think, Peppa?
Wow, that looks just like a castle.
Oh, we got there in the end.
It just needs one more thing. Glitter!
Oh, glitter would stop the castle looking real.
And anyway, we've, completely run out of glitter.
Peppa and her friends have brought their castles back to playgroup.
Wow, a fairy palace? That must have been a bit tricky for you to make, Suzy.
No, it was easy. My castle is made out of a cardboard box.
It is a very fine castle. Thank you, Madame Gazelle. Pedro, did you not make a castle?
I did, but it's too big to bring into school.
We built it out of stone blocks.
Isn't it wonderful what the children can make using just their imaginations?
And my castle really is big enough for me to live in.
Peppa loves school projects. Everyone loves school projects.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. The zoo.
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting the zoo for the day.
Going to the zoo. Bing bong bing, bong bing boom. We're all going to the zoo.
Children, are you ready to see all kinds of animals?
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
Today, we will be meeting wild animals.
Ooh.
But don't worry, the wild animals will be safely behind fences. A lion has escaped!
Hello, I'm Mr. Lion. Welcome to the zoo.
It is Mr. Lion, the zookeeper.
Hello, Mr. Lion.
You've picked a good time to visit. It's feeding time.
Ooh.
This way to the animals. Here are the tortoises.
Ooh.
We keep this gate shut so they don't run away.
They don't look like they could ever run. No, they're moving very slowly.
Yes, that's why they live to be so old.
How long do they live?
Tortoises can live 100 years.
Wow.
Now, feeding time. Who knows what tortoises like to eat?
Tortoises like to eat vegetables.
That's right. That's why we feed them lettuce.
Mr. Lion is feeding the tortoises lettuce.
But of course, children, not all animals eat vegetables.
That's right, Mrs. Wildebeest.
My name is Madame Gazelle.
Sorry, Gazelle, Wildebeest. For some reason, I always get those two mixed up.
Mr. Lion, what animal will we see next?
I'll give you a clue. It lives in water.
Is it a whale or a shark?
Oh, wait and see. Look carefully into the water.
I can't see anything. There's nothing in there.
Wait, I think I see something. Ah! Crocodile!
Hello, I'm Mrs. Crocodile. I'm the keeper in charge of the penguins.
Penguins!
Adorable, aren't they? And now it's their feeding time. Penguins eat fish.
Ooh. Penguins are very good at catching. And waddling. And they like to swim.
If you look through the glass wall, you can see the penguins swimming underwater.
Wow! They're really good at swimming.
Yes, that's why we have this fancy pool for them.
Very interesting. Thank you, Mrs. Crocodile and Mr. Lion.
It's our pleasure, Mrs. Wildebeest.
Gazelle.
Of course, yes, Gazelle.
What animal are we meeting next? I can see it. It's very tall. It's a giraffe. Yes, that's my dad. He's a keeper at the zoo.
Hello, I'm Mr. Giraffe.
Hello, Mr. Giraffe. What sort of animal are you looking after?
See if you can guess.
Look up there. There's a net. It must be a flying wild animal. It must be hiding, watching us, waiting to pounce. Ooh, butterflies.
Mr. Giraffe looks after the butterflies.
Is it the butterflies' feeding time?
Yes, and the butterflies get all the food they need from these flowers.
It is amazing they can live on just the food from flowers.
I wish I could get by just eating flowers.
Yes.
All this talk of eating has made me quite hungry.
Me too. Well, it's our feeding time now.
What's for lunch today, Mr. Lion?
Oh, lunch boxes for everyone. Sandwiches, fruit juice, and an apple.
Little picnics in boxes.
Tuck in, everyone.
Hooray!
Mr. Lion loves feeding time at the zoo. Everyone loves feeding time at the zoo.
This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. The Great Barrier Reef.
Peppa is on holiday in Australia at Kylie Kangaroo's house.
I love it here at your house, Kylie.
Yes, I could stay here forever.
It's great having you all stay, but I will have to go to work today.
What is your job, Mrs. Kangaroo?
I'm a marine biologist.
What's that?
I study sea creatures, like these little fish here.
Ooh, a fish tank.
But the fish I study don't live in a tank, they live in the sea.
Do the fishes in the sea have little bridges to swim through and treasure to play with?
No, Peppa. That's just the sort of stuff people put in fish tanks.
Would you all like to come and see where I work?
Yes, please. I've been to where my daddy works. There was a telephone, lots of paper and colouring pens. It was a very nice office.
I think you'll find my office is pretty fun too. This is my office.
Where?
There, Peppa, the sea. I've got the best office in the world.
But how can you work in the sea?
With this submarine.
Wow!
Do you want to ride?
Yes, please.
Okay, hop in.
Wow! It's all the colours of the rainbow.
That's coral. Coral is made of lots and lots of tiny creatures.
Ooh!
And the coral stretches for miles and miles.
We call it the Great Barrier Reef.
It's my job to keep the coral safe.
Can we take some coral home with us?
Sorry, Peppa. We can look, but we mustn't touch.
If every visitor took a little bit of coral home,
soon all the coral would be gone.
We must never, never take anything away from here.
Ah! Look! Little fish. They're clownfish. Clownfish? They do look quite funny.
Look over there.
A big blue starfish. There's a tiny red one.
And a spiky green one.
What's that? That's a turtle.
Ooh.
Hello, Mrs. Turtle. How are you today?
You see how lucky I am to work in such an amazing place, Peppa?
Look! A little bridge, just like in your fish tank.
Oh, you're right, Peppa. It is quite like the fish tank here, except there's no treasure chest, of course.
What have you seen, George?
It looks like a chest full of gold coins.
Wow!
George has found a treasure chest.
You see, Daddy, everything is the same as the fish tank.
Yes.
That gold must be worth a fortune.
I think I can get it.
But you said we must never take anything away.
I meant natural things that belong here.
That's right. These gold coins don't belong here, so we need to remove them.
Ah!
It will all go to a good cause.
Yes, it'll pay for lots more marine research.
Hooray!
That was a good day at the office.
We saw coral and fishes and a turtle.
This is a great holiday.
I don't want it to ever end.
But you are going to leave sometime, right?
Oh, not that you aren't welcome to stay as long as you like, of course.
Thank you, Mrs. Kangaroo.
This holiday is the best.
Peppa is having a lovely holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig.